Good evening, Geek Nation. I'm George, and this is That Geek Show, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest from the world of collecting movies, video game, TV, and tech. And with me, as always, to break down all this cool stuff is my brother from another mother. I thought he wasn't going to be here today, but he showed up. My boy, Calvin. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Back from Disney, Universal.
How was it, bro? Did you have a good time?
It was great, man. I just need a vacation now. I'm tired.
Oh, man, I love going to Disney. That's my peacetime. All right, and then holding it down for us on the pop figure game is my buddy, the pop fanatic, the pop fanatic. I got those two together now. Look at that, the pop knight, Seth. What's up, Seth?
What's poppin', everybody, on this fantastic Monday evening?
And my man's feeling better, man. He sounds so much better than he did last week.
Oh,
I know. I got my voice back. I'm so happy, so people can hear me go, "Pop gods!"
All right, and then holding it down for Puerto Rico and Captain America alike, we got Captain Puerto Rico in the house. What's up, Eric?
What's going on, everybody?
How you doing?
3
man?
weeks in a row. Are you jotting this down?
3 weeks. I see that.
Last week you were like 2 weeks. So we're impressed. It's 3 weeks. Let's go for the full month.
I'm saying, man, I'm really impressed, bro. I'm right here, man. Make me feel good,
Eric,
let's do this.
You complete me, bro. You complete me.
All right, and we're short one person. Ariel said that she is running a little bit late, or she may not be on the show tonight. She had some things she had to do, so we're without the ass-kicking unicorn, but we're gonna still hold it down with the OG squad. So, so who do we got in the chat, guys?
We have got Gabriel Gutierrez, Optimus Cubano, Lori, Bashari, Pinche,
Borracho.
We've got Danny, we've got Edwin, we've got Jesse Hernandez, we've got Statue Fanatic, we got Espayer 25. I'm just pulling a Calvin right now. So we got Roger. We got them all. We got them all.
All right, guys, as always, we'll be watching the chat, so definitely, make comments, just because if we'll talk about whatever it is you guys put in the chat, obviously. If you guys would like your comment immortalized on the greatest show on Monday nights, you can take and donate to the super chat, and then something like this will happen eventually, if this computer will ever keep up with me. I need to upgrade. There we go. I need an upgrade.
Oh, where's the sound effect?
The sound effect was there.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear the sound effect? No. I heard the sound effect.
We didn't hear the sound effect.
No? Did you all hear the sound effect? I know I heard the sound effect.
What's up, future of all?
The future of all.
Casual collector, Jason McFarland. Welcome. Welcome to That Geek Show.
What you drinking, George?
I'm drinking Modelo. Modelo Negra. The beer of the marvelous night. Oh, I love this beer. All right. So, guys, how was your weekend? I know Calvin had an exhausting one. What about you guys?
I was pop hunting, man. I was hitting the streets all the way from Fort Lauderdale to West Palm to Miami.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
You went all the way to Miami?
I was in Kendall. I was rolling hard in Kendall.
Yeah, I'm heading to Miami next weekend, I think.
I was at my man Uncle Figs, where I picked up this awesome Shazam. So
pretty awesome.
I got that. I got my pink tights CM Punk in the mail today. This is in my top 5 of grails. That was a must-have.
Nice.
So, in my opinion, my grails, nobody else's, because everybody has their own opinion of grails.
I gotta tell you, Seth, that video you put together is pretty cool. I was at work and I was like, "Yeah, CM Punk."
That's what I'm doing, man. That's what I'm doing. That his song, man, everything about him just gets you freaking jacked.
He needs to come back.
He does need to come back, but hey, listen. That's between him and the WWE, unfortunately. So
he didn't work out. I'm just saying.
But CM Punk, if you're watching this, I miss you, man. I miss you. I wish you would come back, and I wish you all the best.
Man, I feel like I'm in the minority. Like I should have watched more wrestling as a kid or something.
I know.
You should have.
Right? Do you feel the same way, Calvin?
Yeah, I mean, I did. I want to be excited at Seth right now. I just don't know how to be.
Exactly. That's how I feel right now. It's like, yo, CM Punk, I was like, yeah.
Hence going back to my comment, Eric, you complete me.
You got to watch that pipe bomb video.
You got a pop too, see? Yeah, see?
I like that pop. See? That's cool. That is awesome. Calvin, that is a damn good pop you got there, bro.
Yeah, I have that too. But I love how Calvin is on vacation and he messages me and he's like, Seth, look, I found these, man. And I'm like so excited and I'm so proud of him. It's like a child growing before your very eyes. Soon he's going to be buying up there with me, buying $1,000 pops.
No, that's
you
not
buy $1,000 statues anymore.
No, it's not going to happen.
That's look at Batman statue collector, 30 years.
Yeah, I've been a WWE fan for 30 years.
Batman statue collector in the house.
30 years.
Yeah, I just never got into it as a kid, man. I mean, I used to watch it for a time, like when Hulk Hogan was still wrestling and Randy Macho Man was in it and everything. And I just, it was so dramatized and so like that to me that I was just like, this is like watching like a soap opera. I'm like, I can't watch it.
I think I got you beat, George. I think I'm right there with Batman statue collector. I was Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant, I saw him.
Masked Assassins.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, and it also has a thing to do with the way my mother was as a kid. You know, like my mom would not let me watch MTV, would not let me watch rock music with the punk hair and all that shit, and wrestling was up there with that. She's like, that's Santeria stuff, and the devil is gonna get you, that kind of shit. You know, and I was like, man, yeah. That shit was not happening when I was a kid, man. So it's like, okay, I didn't get to watch none of that stuff. I didn't really get to watch 80s rock music until like I was like 12 or 13. And so.
Has she ever come up to your statue room and checked out some of your?
Oh, she loves the shit though. It's because the funny thing is that like I went to college. What I liked to draw was always comic book stuff and statues. So she knows the characters. She comes up here and sees the stuff, and she's like, man, this is really cool. And she even watches the show from time to time.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Seth, she watched one of your pop hunts, bro.
Your mom?
Yes.
That's awesome.
My mom was like, the man who's bald and, he's a little bit on the heavy side. I don't want to say that he's fat. He's a little bit on the heavy side. His videos are quite entertaining. I'm listening to her. I was like...
well, your mom, I would hope that your mom would know who I am. I mean, Jesus, I've been technically a member of your family for God knows how many years.
Yeah, my mom's got a short memory.
Joe.
I don't think she's put two and two together that you're the same person. Is what it is.
Well, if she sees me again, she'll be like, "You're the fat bald guy."
Yeah.
Thanks, Mrs. Medina. Not like I have feelings, but that's okay.
Oh man.
Somebody says your Batman looks dope there.
Yeah, we take off the top bar here so we get a better look at the face.
Oh, that Batman is dope.
Yeah, man. This is the new premium format figure. I spent an hour trying to make this cape look like this, man. I'm very proud of myself because I don't like premium. I don't like mixed media in general.
I was about to say. I'm assuming that's a fabric cape, right?
Yeah, it's fabric.
Did you guys see George's review of this?
I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. I haven't had a chance, but
okay.
I did see the screenshot with him wearing the mask, which was priceless.
Which is yeah.
I will neither deny or confirm those allegations.
Yeah, I was watching his video and I noticed like in the chat people were like, "Fix the damn cape," right? George, I knew when George saw those comments, another video was coming with the cape sculpting posing video.
I wasn't having that shit, man. It's like I was looking at the comments and people were like, "It looks like a shower curtain," And then I'm looking at it, I was like, "Damn right, it does look like a shower curtain." And I didn't like the cape until I started messing with it. So it's got like several wires that go through the seams and allows you to get the pose the way you want it to and everything. But I looked at like 4 different comic books, several different images on Google, and then I'm like posing the cape, and then because of the weight, you put the thing up. Like I had the cape like up here at one point, and the weight just kept dropping it down. So I was like, all right, that ain't gonna work. And so, I kept playing with it until I got it.
It looks pretty organic. I like it.
Thanks, man. It looks good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy, man. I think it's pretty neat. So I know a lot of people are like mixed about this statue. Some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah, we just got a comment now saying, what is that? Mazinger E? Miami in the house. Glad you fixed that cape.
305.
Yeah, man. I knew, man. When I started seeing those comments, I said, George is going to make another video. Watch.
Telling you, man. I was like, I'm not.
No capes.
No capes.
No capes.
Or sculpted capes.
Yeah, you did a good job, man. I mean, it looks good. It looks like Eric said, it looks really...
Again, me, obviously people know that I'm not much of a statue person, which is fine. I get that. But in my opinion, I feel more comfortable, even though I don't like it, I feel more comfortable with a fabric cape than a resin cape, even though I do like the resin capes. But the fabric capes, I feel there might be less chance of breakage.
I agree.
Look at my man Seth with that statue knowledge, bro. See, Calvin, we're getting to him, man. My man used resin. He used breakage, all in one statement. I'm so bro. It's like watching a baby grow up, man. It's what I'm saying.
He just flipped it on you.
Boom.
Hey, Chris wants to know if you're going to keep that one, George.
For now, it's gonna stay here. Yeah, until the next. Well, I got another Batman statue coming too, the Prime one, which the Prime one I think is gonna trump this one. So, that's where I'm at right now. But I like it. I think it's cool.
Before I guess we get into something, I was gonna make a note to write down. The San Diego Comic-Con. What were the dates that this thing goes live for us to
this weekend? This
weekend?
Yeah, that's a good one. Good bringing that one up. So yeah, San Diego Comic-Con. To get the open registration that starts at 10 a.m. on, I believe it's 10 a.m. on Saturday, this coming Saturday. So I suggest anybody who does want to get tickets for that to show up. And it really doesn't matter if you get there early or not, just as long as you get there in with enough time to get in the queue room, and then hopefully you'll get picked.
Right. So, I got a couple of questions. Somebody had asked me about how to get in, but one of the things too is that you have to register now. You have to create a fan account now in order to be able to do that. So you have to
get a member ID.
So it'd be good if you're planning on going to do that now.
Yep. And
Santiago, otherwise known as Whale's Vagina.
Seth is gonna come with us if we go. I'm gonna drag Seth.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Whatever, man. I'm gonna drug your ass, put you on the airplane, and take you with me.
I think I want to go this time. Is that okay?
Yeah, man. MCE, we're gonna try to go. I'm trying to get press passes for us if we do go. So
yeah, that'd be awesome. John,
I want to get Calvin drunk again so he could talk more about this MCE cruise.
I need to watch that show, man. That was. I'm gonna move on. Anyway,
you were belligerent.
He was getting belligerent.
The 5K giveaway coming up, right, George?
Yes, the 5K giveaway is coming up soon. We are at 4,672 subscribers. We are planning something big for the 5K giveaway, so definitely subscribe.
And by big, he means bigger than me.
So
I'm large
and in charge.
So yes, definitely subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so already. Get your mother to subscribe. Get your babies to subscribe. Make fake accounts. Subscribe.
Get your baby mama to subscribe. No.
Do it. Then join the notification squad. Love that. So, what we got going on today? Seth brought something to my attention today. Did you all know about a self-pouring beer machine that they got coming out in Japan? Yo, check this out. I got the video.
Like me, I tap that shit like a spigot and just fucking hang out underneath it and just
be like wheezing the juice, right?
Yeah. No wheezing the beer.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me show these guys.
Beer bong.
Yeah. No. Let me show you guys.
No, it's an actual beer machine, dude.
Yeah. Let me show you guys. I got a video. Here we go.
Tired of having to wait on people to get you beer? Use this machine.
And you too will not be ignored at the bar
any longer. And you don't even have to leave a tip. Look at that. Perfect froth.
So there, man. So part of me is like, I'm cool with it. It's because I'm like, yeah, have you ever been to the bar and you're like trying to wave down the bartender and the bartender ain't paying attention to you? It's because either, you know, it's a chick and she's paying attention to some better looking dude, or I know it don't happen to Eric. You know, Eric shows up to the bar. And, yo, they just like, the taps open for Eric. Eric shows up.
Duffy's watching the UFC fight. I'm like, hey, I need a beer.
Hey, people
They don't even got to think about it. Like Eric, like looks over and the beer just goes sliding across the table at him.
People are in the chat wanting Calvin to get drunk.
I saw that too.
Listen, that's my favorite part of the show. When I watch the show again and Calvin's just straight tipsy towards the end. Like, I think Calvin, I rewatched the last 30 minutes.
I haven't watched that show. I won't watch it, man.
He got so loud.
Yeah,
He's like, no, he goes, why won't anybody go on a cruise with me?
God damn it, you can go to Puerto Rico, it's warm.
Oh my god.
I mean, so
that's right, because you said it was too cold.
I personally like the beer machine.
Yes.
The only thing that I think that I don't like is that I'm one of those people that when they're extremely depressed, I like to go to my local watering hole and talk to my local bartender.
That's what I'm thinking about. Yes, yeah. The bartender is not just the person who serves you drinks; they're also your therapist.
You actually talk to those people, Seth?
You know why not, dude? Dude, they're freaking highly sophisticated, man. Those bartenders do not get the credit they deserve.
Seth would talk to a tree if it had a heartbeat.
I talk to you.
I'm like that. I just want to drink and nobody talk to me at all. Just
really could have fooled me last week.
Touche.
Yeah, I could see myself like, if you give me the option to be able to pour my own drink, I'm gonna be like going back there like numerous times, like what I do with it currently. Like if you go get yourself a soda, I'm like, okay, drink the soda, go back.
Yeah, it's not like it's gonna cut you off. It's not like there's no way for it to actually cut you off, saying, hey, you've had too much.
Yeah, right.
Unless they have a sensor on the glass, like they used to have those sensors at Disney on the bottom of the cups, and you're only allotted like 2 refills.
They have that?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
Oh, so you know the restaurant that's outside of Star Wars, that Docking Bay restaurant or whatever it is by in Hollywood Studios.
No, I don't know.
The restaurant that we eat at, that's right next to Star Tours.
You're talking about the drive-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have the soda machines there. They don't have it anymore, but they used to have the cups. And the cups, if you looked on the bottom, it had a sensor on it. So you would put the cup on the thing, hit the thing, and it would tell you that you had 2 refills left, and then that was it. You couldn't fill it up anymore after that. But I guess people got real pissy about it, so they took it away. So basically, are they going to give, if you buy that machine, are they going to give you a mug specialized for that has a sensor on it that cuts you off after like so many trips?
I guess they would. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. That'd be something.
I think you guys should check out the chat, man. People are digging this cruise thing, man.
We're still on the cruise.
Hey, I'm just going. That's what's in the chat. I'm just
Optimus Cabano at Barbara Lopez. I think the MCE cruise would be awesome.
I think it would be awesome.
Time. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that it would be awesome. I'm not saying that it would.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee it.
Definitely would love to go on a cruise. I haven't been on a cruise since before my daughter was born.
Barbara's trying to trigger you right now. She said that it's cold in January.
I'm not taking the bait.
It is cold in January.
I'm not taking the bait.
Take the goddamn bait, Calvin.
I mean, it may be not North Carolina cold, but it's cold. So it's not jumping the pool weather. Just saying.
But yeah, that beer machine, man, that's thing pretty cool. I mean, just like everything, eventually, everything's going to become automated, and
I hope not.
And that's it. Listen, when Skynet takes over the beer machines,
Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about like a sassy droid, like from Star Wars or something, I could deal with that as long as they got some kind of personality. So I'll be all right with that. But not a beer dispenser.
Hi, George. I think you've had one too many.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. You mind your own fucking business and pour me another one. Don't tell me how to live my life. My word.
Oh, man.
Eric has a cruise nickname, too. Captain Dazzles.
Captain Dazzles.
So the story behind that is we went to not to get off topic, because we got a lot of stuff to cover really quick. Went on a cruise for a coworker.
Don't deflect. We don't like deflection here. Tell the story.
And there was this nightclub on the cruise called Dazzles. And
we
were on a booze cruise, so by the time we got to the dancing part at the end of the night. I was pretty messed up. So I started dancing with any girl that I saw. So John Medina is like, you're not Captain Puerto Rico anymore. You're Captain Dazzles.
Hey man, listen. When you've had too much to drink at the end of the night, I guess at any point a mouth is a mouth.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a lot.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Yeah, it's time for the other. Yeah.
Captain Dazzles.
Oh my God.
He's our hero.
Hey, before we get into the collecting topics, Calvin, what do you have there next to you, bro?
Oh, this is
that's Spider-Ham and Spider-Man Noir.
And talking about the statue.
Oh, okay.
Gordon Freeman. This is from Gaming Heads. Have you ever you know of that company? They have a ton of cool licenses. This guy came out I got this about 5 years ago, and believe it or not, he's still available. They only did 1,500 total, and he's still available. But I think this was one of my favorite video games of all times. And I was checking out IGN, and it's in the top 10 of all video games ever made, Half-Life 2. And there's been some rumors that Half-Life 3 might actually get made. So I got all excited about that.
Cool.
It's been years.
10 years since Half-Life 2. 10 years.
No, but the rumors of like Half-Life 3, it's like a meme now on the internet.
Yeah, but you know, you can still wish. But it's a really good statue though, man. It's really cool.
Dope.
Yeah, it's really cool. And believe it or not, man, it almost made collected on a budget. It's like right at $300.
Yeah, Gaming Heads is pretty affordable for some of their video game pieces.
Yeah, they really are.
They have some good Mass Effect stuff.
Yeah, God of War too. They have a big license with God of War, and they do some really good statues with that.
So for your segment, you don't go over $300. $250. Where $250?
$250. Yeah.
What happens if it's $251?
Exceptions will be made.
Seth.
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
Hey, all I'm saying is you two, all three of you, should have beer in your hand or a glass of wine, Calvin, or whatever. Keep up with me.
I just got back from Food and Wine Festival.
Yes, man, and that's why you should keep on going.
There you go, man. I'm drinking from my Java. I'm drinking from my Java mug. There you
go. Yeah, man, I had fun this weekend. That's all I can say. I had fun this weekend. Like the last 4 days have been really fun, and so now I got to have less fun tonight.
Less.
John said about your Half-Life statue that he thought it was a weird Iron Man piece at first.
Iron Man.
I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit. It looks like.
No, don't defend him. Don't defend him.
I wouldn't have said Iron Man.
Don't come to his aid. He called you Captain. He called you Captain Dazzles. Don't come to his aid.
Oh man, that's gonna stick,
I'm trying
bro.
to see this Iron Man though. I don't see it.
That's gonna stick, man. We're gonna end up calling him Captain Dazzles at the beginning of the show.
No,
now.
next week's show, when you open it, you need to have like a graphic with glitter dripping down. Be like, Jazz hands, Captain Dazzles.
I hate you guys.
If I could do it, I'll figure it out. And then anytime he smiles, we'll get like a little like glisten thing that happens.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do like the what is it? The Snapchat filters.
Oh shit!
Oh,
we should rename this. This should just be called Roast.
Roast.
I'm a CE roast.
We pick a person every week and we just roast them.
I'm serious, man, because it gets, you know.
It does. Not gonna lie, it does.
All right, so I don't think one of them is coming out. I think only one of them is coming out this week, but I don't know if Psylocke is or not. We got 2 collectibles coming out this week, 2 that I really wanted to talk about. First was this one. I thought this one was freaking fantastic. This is one of the best looking art prints I've seen of Psylocke.
Why couldn't they make the statue look like that?
That's why I put it up here. I put it up here is because I still think the statue looks good, but I think this portrait looks way better.
You know what I feel? You know what I feel like saying right now?
What do you feel like saying, Seth? Go ahead.
Hey, girl.
That's all I got.
Hey, girl.
So stupid.
I really was expecting more. It was like a long pause. Oh, but yeah, I think it looks really good, man.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We don't have any booty issues this week. It's actually perfect.
It is. It is pretty damn nice. Yeah.
So are you getting this, George?
I got the Psylocke statue coming, man, so I'm really tempted to. So I don't know. I just picked up the Obi-Wan art print that just came out after the after years, right? I think it's only because they're doing the 6-scale Mythos line. They came out with a Mythos art print for Obi-Wan Kenobi. And now I got Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I was like, I got to get this. This is going to look cool with my statue. So, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Man, that print is just dope. That print is awesome.
Yeah, I think this one's really nice.
Welcome the ass-kicking unicorn Ariel to the show.
Oh, she made it.
What's up, girl?
I was running late. Sorry.
Hey, Dr. Foster said booty crystals. Is he talking about this art print? Come on.
Hey, there's no. I don't see any booty crystals in that.
No booty crystals.
What? What about booty?
Yeah, they got the booty kind of cut off there a little bit. You get a little glimpse of it if I zoom in on that smaller picture.
I see it.
My body's so bootylicious for you, babe.
All right.
Listen, if they're talking about Psylocke, it's all about the booty.
What's the capital of Djibouti? Djibouti.
The cheek.
All right, and then also another one that's coming out this week. And Calvin, you better be getting this, bro, because you gotta lick it when you get it, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, is this the Venom bust?
The Venom bust comes out this week, Calvin.
Yeah, that is just. I don't have any bust, but that
That is gorgeous.
I want
didn't even
this.
see the.
You saw the video that I took of that, man. I mean, that is a beautiful piece.
I want this so badly, dude. If I had the space, I would.
I'll find a place to put it.
Yeah, you just gotta promise me that when you get it, you gotta lick it, bro.
Let's have the tip of your tongue touch the tip of his tongue.
That's what
all
you
I
gotta
want.
do. That's all you need, man.
Make it very
telling
dramatic.
I guarantee you do that, and you'll get like 1 million hits, bro. Right there.
How did that come up? Did I promise to do that? Was this another
did.
drunk show we were on?
You were drunk.
Oh.
Was I drunk? Jesus.
Yes.
The worst part is that Susan from Sideshow probably heard you, is because like in the next episode she licked a figure like right there. It's like I'm gonna take this from Calvin. He ain't doing it.
Oh man.
You must lick it before you stick it. You must work it.
Yeah, that is. I wonder how much that's gonna be. You think it's gonna be $1,000?
Yep.
Jeez.
That looks
Did you
like
see
it.
that? Did you see the Darth Maul bust that just came out? That thing was over $1,000.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Could they not have come up with a better word for this than bust?
Why? A bust
It's
is
a
what they've been
bust.
for forever, dude. It's
For
forever.
years and years.
Years.
I mean, when they were doing Greek statues,
Yeah, they were called busts.
busts. Back then.
What's
Hey,
the
did
issue
you
with the word?
Hey, did you see Venom bust? I mean,
What the hell are you thinking?
It's an art term.
I want to know right
It's
now.
an art
come on,
term.
come on,
the-
come on. I'm just saying.
There
Oh
it is.
Yeah.
God.
Seth was just like running around like, you told me I was gonna see some bust. There are no busts.
This blows and
Bonk
busts.
Rose.
Hey, Roy,
You're gonna bust
hey,
your bank.
check it out, man. Roy was saying, "Don't lick it; they might cause cancer." You know, there's a disclaimer on the statue on the website that talks about the things that they use in the statues, kind of like a warning on cigarettes that these things could cause cancer.
No shit.
It's a California thing, right? Where they have to like.
It's on Sideshow's website on all of their statues. Is at the bottom. You
Calvin,
read it.
if this causes cancer, you and I are fucked.
Yeah.
I surround myself in this shit all day.
You know what the best part about it is?
What was that?
Once again,
Can you sue?
you can never go wrong with collecting pops.
Got a bestest. Whatever. In your vinyl.
Never go wrong.
Those give cancer too.
No, they don't. Shut your mouth.
Makeup.
How dare you? It's erroneous. It's erroneous on both accounts.
You know what doesn't give cancer? Hot toys.
Hot toys.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude. I should be getting is it my first? Yes, I should be getting my first figure in next month, bro.
What is that? A Hot Toys?
It's actually a Sideshow. It's not a Hot Toys.
Oh,
I know.
So what's the difference between Sideshow and Hot Toys?
Nothing.
Isn't it the same shit?
It's the same shit. You know.
What?
I think it's the same, bro. It looks the
the
same.
face sculpts, the sculpts. Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
talked
No,
about
no,
that
no, no, no,
earlier.
no, no. Okay, I agree with Eric on that one. The portraits on the Hot Toys are outstanding, but the figure I'm getting doesn't have a portrait like that, so I'm not worried about that.
What do you get? What are you getting?
I'm getting the Scout Trooper with the speeder bike.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Lame.
What do you mean lame? That shit is cool, bro.
Dude, I figured for your
you're-
first
you're-
piece, I figured for your first piece, something like that, it would be like a freaking Batman or an Iron Man. But no.
No. Don't come at me with your $400 wrestling pop and talk about my shit, all right? Fucking shit. Don't even start that stuff, bro. Sit your ass down and be quiet.
No.
And this isn't even Thursday Papa.
No, we're building up for that this week. We were off last week.
Mm.
You know why? Because I went to go see wrestling.
He was holding hands with Sergeant Funko.
Hey, don't you ever talk bad about Sergeant Funko.
I didn't talk bad about Sergeant Funko, but I do question his friendships, holding hands with you.
Whatever.
He
holds a special place.
There's nothing wrong with them holding hands. They're friends.
That's what friends do, right?
Listen,
Friends.
I would hold. Listen,
Get out with my friends.
listen. I'd hold hands with Calvin. I'd hold hands with Eric. I'd even hold hands. Shit, man, we even shared a hotel room together.
This guy always bringing that shit up.
He hates every time I bring that up.
When I go to lunch with your brother, George,
this dude used to be
I
like,
hold his hand.
I brought Seth with me to work, right? And then Candy, my wife's like, "You're gonna bring Seth with you to work?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring him into work. He's gonna come to work with me. I'm helping my boy out." So we get to work. First day on the job, man. Seth's like, me and George shared a room together. Serious face, like sister. I look over at Seth. I was like, really?
Dark Mufasa saying tonight on main event, Seth versus George. No disqualification match coming soon.
Oh wow, Seth, he just got called out.
Yeah, I just saw that
shit,
too.
but spent $1,000 on a pop with no sticker. Listen, hey man, I'm just saying.
It's my boy Jesse. That's my boy Jesse.
All I'm saying is that George is into Iron Man and Batman, and he has more of that stuff more than he has Star Wars stuff.
But I'm into Star Wars stuff. That's not true. I have more Star Wars stuff than I have of anything else.
But I figured for your first
finger. Did you see that?
My finger. I said, yeah.
But I figured for your first one of those pieces, I was thinking it might have been more towards the Iron Man, Batman side. That's all I was saying.
I got a Millennium Falcon, a Darth Vader, an Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Boba Fett. I do collect more Star Wars stuff.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quantity, it's quality.
So, that's it. Right there. I feel you. And because of that, I need another beer. You drinking? Anybody? Come on, people. Somebody drink with me.
Listen,
I'm going to go get a glass of milk right now just for you, George.
Thank you.
Would you say you're going to go get a glass of milk?
Shit, there goes my hat.
What?
Go get a glass of wine just for you, George.
Thank you.
There you go. Look at this. Look at this.
What? I don't have anything.
Well,
I need is Pepto-Bismol. That's what I need.
dang. That's a TMI.
I just had Popeyes, so I was like, oh, I never had Popeyes before. And I was like,
I didn't even think people ate that anymore.
Man, if Seth is saying that, then you know it's serious, man.
I've never once in my life have eaten Popeyes. I'm letting you know that.
Really? Neither have I.
I never eaten Popeyes before, and then I just ate it.
She's like, that's probably the last time I'm going to eat Popeyes.
It was good, but I felt it immediately. I was like, I wasn't ready. That's
why I love that commercial. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I'm about to send a text out. I need
Calvin.
help ASAP.
I love you, Calvin.
Yes.
Let you drink alone, man.
Yes.
Thank
I hope
you.
within the next 30 minutes, Calvin will become belligerent.
Yeah.
All right. We're waiting on Captain Puerto Rico, so I'm not going to start the next subject until we get to Captain Puerto Rico back. All right. Woo! Okay.
So who's drinking in the chat now?
Yes, chat.
Calvin,
what are you drinking?
So we got Pat in the chat saying, Calvin, get right. New chick, get your drink on. LOL, Seth, where you at?
Oh, trash.
He said, "New chick, get your drink."
And then John,
What?
and then John is asking Seth, do you eat KFC?
He said, "New chick, get a drink."
The only thing I have to drink in this house is very little like whiskey or bourbon. That's
That'll do.
it.
That's a drink.
Hold on a second. Let me go to my wine fridge and let me get a Chateau Lafite 79. Hold on.
Top line.
If you want to see a belligerent Ariel or a belligerent unicorn, then I'll go drink that. But I don't think you want to see that.
John is asking, do I eat KFC? I think the last time I had KFC was when me and you, George, were working together at Fast Signs.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was the last time I had KFC. I think that was the last time, and that was over 7, 8, no, more than that. It was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah. Man, I've known you for over 10 years.
Yeah, man.
I really got to question my judgment.
And it's been a painful 10 years on my end.
And mine too. All right.
We're the two best friends that anyone could ever have.
So, this weekend was BlizzCon. Yo, I eventually want to go to BlizzCon one of these years, man. I really want to do that. I love Blizzard games. And they released the trailer and announcements for Diablo Immortal.
The mobile game, right?
It's a mobile game. I'm gonna play the trailer in the background, and
I'm so excited for this.
I know everybody's upset about
talk
that.
about it too.
So hyped.
And you've got to play the part where he gets booed too.
Well, I don't have the boo. I don't have the boo. I have the game.
I can fight it for you.
The intro trailer. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it, and then let Eric and Ariel go at it because they obviously are not feeling it. So.
Boo that man off the stage.
Yeah. I mean, I like Diablo though.
Don't know. Never played it. Couldn't tell you.
Oh, you know what? We can still talk over this. All right, go ahead, guys. So what happened, man? Why are people booing this thing?
All right. Do you want to go do this? Or
No, go ahead. I'll interject.
I mean, I haven't played Diablo, but what I know and what I found out and what I've looked into and like news and like basic information outlets is that basically BlizzCon is a huge con for those like really hardcore gamers and especially Blizzard fans. So going into Diablo, you talk if you want.
I'm just saying, if you haven't played Diablo, I can't let you talk. I gotta talk.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I've been playing. I didn't play Diablo 1. I played Diablo 2 since high school. Played the expansion of that. Bought the collector's edition for Diablo 3. They had the whole situation with the marketplace selling items. Big no-no. Everybody was pissed off by that. Years passed. They patched the hell out of it. They fixed the game. It's been a couple of years. People were expecting Diablo 4 to be announced at this BlizzCon. What do? They come out and announce a full mobile game, which you're watching right now here. So everybody started freaking out. Like, is this some sort of April Fool's joke, which Blizzard is known for? So the guy went up on stage and was like, not on stage, but he asked, is like, so is this like an early April Fool's? What's going on? Mm-hmm. And the director or whoever it was like, no, but don't all of you have phones?
Yeah.
So
that was a response.
Like this passive aggressive response, and everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, how dare you say that to us? This is like it's been on consoles, but it's been mainly a PC game. And for them to just completely ignore that and just go straight to the phone because it's a quick cash-in was an insult to all the fans. And not only that, it's not even Blizzard making it directly. It's like this Chinese company that they're working with to make this mobile game. So that's why all the fans are upset. They did come out and say, I think a couple of days ago, like, relax, we are making Diablo 4. Apparently, they were going to announce it at BlizzCon, but they decided to not announce Diablo 4, which was a complete mistake. Like, all they had to do was like, hey, here's your mobile game, and then boom, throw Diablo 4 after that with like some music, and none of this would have happened.
Yeah, and which is crazy because they decided not to do it because they had such a backlash because of the mobile game. Like, all right, and here's the other big thing that you've been waiting for years, but the controversy is it has delved out even more than that because the cinematic trailer that you see, the gameplay trailer, was posted online, and it had like almost over 300,000 dislikes. Then Blizzard or whoever took down the video, then re-upload it to kind of erase all the dislikes, to kind of do a PR move to kind of get rid of all the hate or the dislikes and discontent of what all the players are feeling. And it's still yet again, and they are actually, you'll see some people in the comments like, oh, you deleted my comment. Like, they'll just say, like, this is not what we're looking for, or this is where's Diablo 4 or whatever. So the company itself is doing some shady stuff right now with actually taking down dislikes and going into YouTube numbers and altering them, or seems to be, because you see it drastically dropped for 60,000 dislikes. Go ahead, Calvin. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask Eric a question about the game. So you played the game. Obviously, you're a huge fan of the game. Mm-hmm. And I've seen video of gameplay, and it looks like a really intense game in terms of graphics and things like that. Do you think they can translate this to the mobile platform?
It's looking pretty similar to Diablo 3. The only thing that what I've read is that whoever demoed it or people that have demoed it at BlizzCon, they're saying it's really easy. Maybe they put it down as far as the difficulty. As far as the graphics, yes, they can pull it off. It's a pretty old game. I mean, it came out 2013.
It's been out for a while.
It's been out for a while.
And as a fan of the game, do you think this is going to satisfy fans? I mean, it doesn't sound like it. I've never played it, but it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. I'm just making a noise. Like, no.
I think the issue here was that they made such a big deal about this. You have people that travel from all around the world for these big announcements at BlizzCon, and they go on stage to announce a mobile game. This is something that they could have announced as a tweet or as a YouTube release. It didn't need the spectacle that they put forth for a mobile game, especially for something that's very similar to Diablo 3. That's the problem. So
yeah, and it's kind of like a slap to the face to these gamers and who have loved the series for such a long time. It's like, why are you out of touch with your people to think that they were going to be okay with that? And it could have been easily remedied. Like, okay, there's this, but that's not the highlight. The highlight's the announcement of Diablo 4. So it's and then after that, like with the whole YouTube, I guess you can call it a scandal or whatever the hell you want to call it, but with them trying to do, hush their gamers and try to put white out basically over their comments and just re-upload the gameplay trailers just to try and skew the hate is pretty bad. It's like you should just address it. And I just saw a thing like on my feed that the old producer of Diablo 3 actually chastised Blizzard for the big hullabaloo of what happened at the BlizzardCon.
George, I was thinking that
Diablo 2, sorry.
You and I go, we went to New York Comic Con, we went to San Diego Comic Con, and I'm trying to put myself in the place of these people that a year in advance pretty much bought tickets to get to this event that they've waited for all year long. That would piss me off so much if I went to a con and we walked into this empty space and there was nothing there for us to see when that's all you wanted to go there and see. That would just, that's their whole thing.
I agree. My thing with that is that, I played Diablo 3 and I played Diablo 2 also. The only thing that I could see or I can relate to with this would be like what happened to me with God of War and with Assassin's Creed, that they created parts to the story that were not on the original console or platform that the game was initially released. So in order to take and finish the story, you had to take now and buy other devices to play these games, So like for instance, Assassin's Creed, when they released Assassin's Creed 3, they also then released, shortly after that, they released Black Flag, but then they also released, I think it was Rogue, I think was the name of that game. Rogue was only available on PlayStation 3, and Black Flag was initially available only on PlayStation, or maybe it's PlayStation 4. Maybe it was PlayStation 4. Yeah, PlayStation 4 that came out at the time. So anybody that got a PlayStation 4 got rid of their PlayStation 3. So now you can't play this other game, which is part of the story. And that annoyed me, So I could see that people would be really pissed off if they now got to play the game that they've been playing on a large screen or wherever they're playing on, and now they got to play it on an iPhone or an iPad,
He did mention that, and that when he got booed, he did mention that it was on the Switch too, though. I'm just saying he did.
But here's the thing: why would you take a game that could be really maxed out with quality and everything like that, can be really something advanced and well put together, and put it on PC, which majority of the players are already PC players, if I'm not mistaken, and put it into a mobile phone? Mind you, not everybody has the newest Samsung, not everybody has the newest Apple. It's like, why do I need to play in this little small screen when I have a monitor specifically for gaming? I have a rig that's more $1,000 to play it.
And have you seen the cost of the new mobile devices? The iPhone and the iPad right now, the iPad, the new one, dude, the iPad is going to cost nearly as much as a damn laptop. They're getting near $2,000 for those things.
It actually does cost as much as a laptop.
Yeah.
I feel like it was an Activision move, not a Blizzard move, because Activision basically owns Blizzard. The people that make Call of Duty, and they nickel and dime the hell out of everything. So I'm sure they were having a meeting. They're like, let's go ahead and fuck them over. Let's go ahead and put Diablo on a mobile device.
Yeah.
And they'll spend money. They'll bitch. But they'll pay.
Everybody's
They're going to
looking
spend money.
Everybody's looking at the cash cow that Fortnite is becoming. I guess they're trying to cash in on that because I'm pretty sure there's going to be in-app purchasing and stuff like that.
Well, here's the thing with Fortnite. It's free to play, and anything that is what's it called? Bought is only purely cosmetic. That's
the skins.
Yeah, it's just skins, that's some that you can earn. But
is this game going to be a free download that you can play where there's just you buy stuff in the game, or you have to buy the game?
I feel like it's going to be a free-to-play model because they're so successful with Hearthstone and they make so much money with Hearthstone. Right. So I'm sure there's going to be some sort of element there of like maybe one character save. If you want more, you got to pay, or I don't know. They'll monetize it somehow.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
I didn't say yet when it comes out. I'm gonna read something that Jason said that I agree with. It says phones don't fully immerse me for games. I play phone games if I'm waiting to travel or I don't have access to a better platform. I play mostly phone games when I'm on the shitter. So
yep,
it's true. Like any game that you have on your phone is just to kill time. That's
why I have this.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
I have to thank Ariel because I've been playing the shit out of that Blood of the Presidents game. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my entire life. Freaking George Bush is one of the first characters. George Bush Jr. is one of the first characters you use, and he does a barrel roll like Blanca does, like Street Fighter. But when he does it, he's like war on terror, and it is the freaking funniest thing ever. I love that game. I'm so addicted to it.
I have really liked Diablo in the past. I mean, there was one of those games that was fun to play. It's fun to play with people. I like the whole dungeon crawl thing and the getting loot, making your guy better and stronger. And it was a really cool game. I don't think that it's going to be bad on a mobile platform. I just think that you're not speaking to your hardcore fans.
Unfortunately, that's where
it should be available for both.
Unfortunately, that's where everything's going these days because people are always on the move and people need stuff that's portable. I mean, look at the Switch. I mean, again, going back, look at the Switch. Look at the PS. Look at the PS Vita. I mean, those are things. Those are things that people like to use because they're on the go. I love my PlayStation Vita, man. That thing is freaking awesome. I still use that to this very day with my PS4.
Here's the thing, though.
So
it can be available for the smaller mobile, for mobile phones or the Vita or anything like that. But the big game, the game has to still be available on PC and major consoles, no matter what.
At least PC.
Yeah, like Red Dead Redemption, it's not on PC. Are you serious? Because my PC can probably run it way better than any PS4.
I feel you, but I think that I think it should be available on the platform that it was initially created for. That should definitely be done. At least
that's a great segue. You guys,
it's not even that it's initially done. How about make a game that can work and translate? You're spending enough money on it, so make it work. That's the end of the line. That's it. So why are we forced to have multiple different consoles and not, have just everything across the board? What is the need for exclusives? Of course, it's a money grab, but it still pisses me off to no end. And I have to go to the bathroom.
All right.
Hey, George and Eric, you guys have. She mentioned Red
Dead
Redemption. You guys have been playing, right? I haven't played it. What do you guys think so far?
Eric's been playing. I got to buy it still.
I love it. It's a great game. It's a very slow game. There's a lot of detail. I don't think it's so much the actual missions that you go on. It's just what you experience in the environment, like what happens, like the little events that you run into, or people having conversations, or like.
Isn't it like basically like Wild West Grand Theft Auto?
It is, but with more depth. The only thing is just I'm a little spoiled with my PC over here, so just seeing kind of like the washed out graphics on my PlayStation 4 kind of sucks a little bit. I heard that the Xbox One X version is super sharp, but that's like my only complaint. And then the HDR is broken on the PlayStation 4 right now, or the PlayStation 4 Pro. HDR is supposed to make things brighter it does the opposite. It makes everything muddier. So I have to turn it off to play the game. But overall, it's enjoyable. It's a little slow, and everybody's like molasses, but.
Well, I heard Jim Mint was talking about playing that game. He was saying you can just not even play the game. You can just like play poker the whole time.
Yeah.
You can play poker. You do all. It has so many activities to do, and then when the online goes, go live, you have another distraction. So
that's cool.
It's definitely worth your money.
Yeah, but I kind of like doing those kind of things. It's more like living life in the West versus
exactly. That's exactly what it is. Exactly.
Because Grand Theft Auto wasn't like that. Grand Theft Auto 5 was very story driven. Like you had to at least the story aspect of it. You got off from one and you're doing another mission like almost immediately.
Exactly.
I was in line at Universal and somebody was talking about the game and they were talking about that you like shave and you have to like let your beard grow in real time and shit like that. I'm like, really? That's a thing?
Yeah. If you eat too much, you gain weight.
San Andreas?
Yeah.
So they took a lot of those elements from that game. I believe you played as CJ in LA. Like you'd eat at a burger place, he'd get fat, his hair would grow. So they implemented a lot of that stuff into this game.
That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
When I played the game, I can't remember the name of the game anymore. There was a game that I played. It was a fantasy-based game, and it had like you could be like a wizard or a swordsman, and then depending on what you did, your character would evolve into that. Fable. I think the game was called Fable.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Dude, I love that game. And it's like
Peter Molyneux.
Yeah. Calvin, have you ever played Fable? Or heard of it?
I watched someone play Fable, but no.
Yeah, so Fable was like this game where in order to do certain things, you had to be a certain type of character to do that. So like I think there was like doorways you couldn't go through unless you were like overweight, or if you didn't have if you swung a sword, you would get more built, but if you were like a wizard, you wouldn't be as built. You'd be kind of frail.
There are demon gates.
Yeah, demon
gates. I have all 3 Fables, even though it went downhill. I even had the collector's edition. For me, 1.
For me, I like part 1. Yeah.
Yeah, because 1 was, it had way more story and it was a lot darker, which I was like, hell yeah, give me that dark shit. Not all fluff. And then they started making it more like a little bit more PC and kind of like I don't know, it just lost its soul, it lost its character, they tried to go funny with it, and it was just like it was funny because it was dark humor. But the demon gates were hysterical though.
Some people in the chat are talking about having I think it was Jason, something about having games where we can just all play together regardless of the platform. Do you think what game is like that now? Pretty much Fortnite's pretty much
Fortnite's cross-platform.
Yeah.
Right. Any other games out there that
aren't?
Most of them aren't.
Most of them
are.
DC. What was it? The superhero
DC
game.
Universe Online.
DC Universe Online. That was available only for PlayStation, PlayStation 3, and PC. Those could play.
I can't think of it right now.
But I don't think PlayStation games would and Xbox.
Minecraft.
They're ever going to want to play together.
Rocket League.
No, it's PlayStation that's dragging its heels. Like finally, they let up with cross-platform playing with certain games because of Fallout 76. Because of Fallout 76, they're finally doing co-op online play for a lot of for the Fallout universe, and it's fun as fuck, or at least my experience. But yeah, they basically they were asking, when the panel was going through and interviews, like, are we gonna have crossplay? Because that would be nice. But they said, unfortunately, and Fallout and Bethesda was very upfront with it. It was like, yeah, we would like to, but PlayStation 4 is, not allowing us to, or they have to change their mindset on it, because PlayStation 4 it doesn't want to move out of its, the dark ages. It wants to basically, like when we had mods introduced to be able to be put on Xbox, PS4 is like, yeah, you can have mods, but nothing that's new. So that's basically all mods. The only thing you could get was True Storms, and that's it. But Xbox was running like crazy with mods. But with Fallout 76, They're like, yeah, we would like to. Then PS4 was like, okay, yeah, we'll agree to crossplay, but the game is already done. It's like, really? So PlayStation in itself is an old lady that needs to get its move on with his bullshit sometimes.
I don't know.
It's an old lady with actual games, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
True.
I've had PlayStation
but
and Xbox
need to
since
get
the inception
it does
of
need
both
to get a
of them.
move on with
Yeah,
certain
like
things.
PlayStation and Xbox since the inception of the two systems, and not for nothing, PlayStation has been a more stable and better system than Xbox. So
That's true. I will
So
give
now,
that.
George, you have just, I don't know that was a smart thing to say, George, because you're probably going to, like.
hey, you can say all you want. I've gone through 7 fucking Xboxes. So you want to come at me with it's a stable system? Fuck
Come
that.
at me, bro!
Piece of shit.
You know, it's funny.
system.
I had a Xbox 360 arcade, and never had the Ring of Death.
He wasn't ready.
Had a Ring of Death
I was-
on every single one of my Xbox 360s.
I got the cheapest Xbox and never had an issue.
The only one
I
that
had
was
that-
fine with me was the regular Xbox, the original one. That's the only one.
Oh,
that
I
was
still have that too.
big ass block. I think it was like
I have nothing against Xbox. I'm originally OG Xbox guy, like Xbox Live year 1 all the way through Xbox 360. Like that's all I played on Xbox Live. Then I was super excited for that VCR that came out, the Xbox One X. And there were just no exclusives for it. I'm like, oh wait, PlayStation's releasing something I'd never played before. They're releasing something I never played before. So I picked one up and I'm like, this is a completely different experience. Xbox just keeps shoving Forza, Halo down my throat, which is not even good anymore. I love Halo, but let's be honest, 343 doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
yeah.
And they're just not releasing any games. And I think that we're going to see a repeat of history here where the PlayStation kind of cut up towards the end, but last generation, the Xbox 360 destroyed the PlayStation. Now it's the PlayStation 4. I feel like with all the acquisitions that Xbox has been doing, they're going to bring the heat on the new generation. But this generation, let's be honest, they lost. But when it comes to multiplayer, I'll give it to Xbox. They have a better platform to get friends together to play games.
Oh yeah.
Hands down. Hands down.
They
Their
also
interface
got
is a little...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, dude.
No, I'm just saying, like, the one thing I don't like about the new Xbox now is it's just advertisement and so many fucking squares and shit. Like, it's such a pain in the ass to navigate. PlayStation is just like, boop, 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 boop. What do I need? There.
Yeah.
What I think Xbox has on top of PlayStation 2, not beyond the part of the gaming thing, is that they made a better entertainment console. You know, but the thing, it definitely integrates very well with a home entertainment system.
Yeah.
And that I like about it. You know, my wireless headset worked with it like off the bat. My sound system off the bat. PlayStation, I felt like I had to like go through all kinds of wires and connections just to make everything work.
You are
So-
Not only that, you can't use basic stuff with it. Like,
Yeah.
if you get a just regular headset or headphones, if it's not PS4 compatible, you can't use it.
Yeah.
You have a webcam and you want to record yourself playing or doing a stream, you can't use it because it's not the PS4 webcam. It's,
So there's no perfect system out there, guys. You got to pick what you want.
Yeah.
I'd take my PC.
Yeah.
Excellent choice, but we're not going to
PC
get
is
into
the
that now.
king of it all, but hey. All right, let's move on. So, I know this one's gonna make it's gonna get Eric riled up, and it's definitely gonna get South riled up on this one. So, Netflix released the first images of Henry Cavill as The Witcher. Let me tell you guys, he looks a lot like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Check this out.
It is so bad.
Tell me you don't see Raiden from Mortal Kombat movie when you see
He
his
looks
dude.
like
We all saw Legolas.
Legolas.
Yeah, he looks like the archer from the
Lord of the
freaking Lord of the Rings movies.
You know what he also kind of reminds me of is Daenerys'
Superman.
brother. Superman.
Varys or Varison or
He
what's
looks
his
like
name?
he looks like the cousin of dragons.
So I'm a little
I
out
like
of the
that.
loop here. So is this going to be a Netflix movie or
It's
like
gonna be
TV
a
series.
TV series?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Let me quit Superman so I could go play this whack ass shit.
Don't you be talking shit about Witcher, but his hair, whoever did his wig or picked his wig, they need to be fired because
What's up? Don't he have a
that was
beard?
just-
Do you have another picture? That's just one picture. Maybe
No,
some-
dude, this is the only picture. They
He's
have
supposed
a
to be
video.
in this series. It's supposed to be in the Witcher books when he was young. So it's like you have the games, the Witcher games, but this is like before he got taken by the Wild Hunt and everything like that and lost
Yeah,
his
we
memory.
got
So
we got people in the chat saying he looks like the guy from Game of Thrones. We got someone saying Highlander.
Highlander.
We-
oh shit, yeah.
There can be only one.
Yes.
Pop,
But his hair needs to be shorter.
Fade is saying he
Like-
looks terrible.
Girl he does have long hair sometimes. That is mechanic. It does, but it's
Oh
not
my
past the
God.
I
shoulder.
think he needs the beard. I'm sorry. I think he needs the
He
beard.
looks.
He can get the beard,
He
but
looks confused in that picture, like he might have something up his butt.
And then some like
Booty crystals.
Booty crystals.
Yeah. And then doesn't he have like a scar or something on his face?
no, he doesn't. This is before he gets the scar.
Okay.
He
This
looks
is
like
very
Storm-
very young girl.
He looks like Storm's older brother, Hurricane.
You said that right at the time that Edwin Diaz said Storm's wig looks better.
Storm's wig looks better.
Looks like Storm's older brother, Hurricane.
I'm kind of like I think he would be a good girl, but being the young girl, but that wig is just it's killing me. Like
Pop
couldn't
culture.
get something better.
Pop culture fate is saying white RuPaul.
RuPaul.
Roasted.
Wow.
Oh, man, it is bad, man. It's
Fate
bad.
would say that.
Oh, I love Fate, man. I'm gonna have Fate on the show one of these days. That dude's
Is
cool.
Is Optimus Cubano in here, because that could be one of his phenomenal recruits.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
funny.
man. Yeah.
So when does this show come out? When does this
I
start?
think it's next.
Oh,
week.
you mean when did it get canceled? It got canceled before it even came
Nah,
out.
we don't know, because Netflix does some good TV series. So I mean, that's the
It
first
does.
look of him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they do good series. I guess that's why Iron Fist and Luke Cage got canceled.
Man, now you're gonna make me jump to that. All right, we'll get to
No,
that.
no,
in a
no,
second.
no. I'm just saying, but you made a
but-
comment, so I'm
that's-
Well, they got
Kind of Marvel.
Castlevania, they got they're getting all these newer ones that are
Daredevil
based off
was awesome.
comics and games.
Dark
Yeah.
Mufasa saying it's a Party City wig.
No, but honestly, it does look, the picture looks terrible because of the wig. Like I don't know.
But it's one
What they
picture.
were
Come
thinking.
on,
The video shows him
No,
come
it
into
is
the
one
room.
picture. It is
Oh,
true.
one
It's true. It's one
picture.
picture.
It's a
We need
clip
to see
from
a
the
better
video.
one.
The video has him come in, and he
Exactly.
kind of turns around a little bit, gives you a good look at both sides of his face.
Oh, yeah, I
and
do.
then he
Yeah,
does a
I saw
swig
it.
from his drink, and that's the whole video clip. There isn't much more to look at on this one. Trust me, dude, it's not that good.
I hope Netflix is
I
giving him
just
more
want
money
to
to
see
play that.
unicorn scenes.
I'm hoping Netflix is giving him more money to pay that shitty ass role than to play Superman.
Hey, look,
Probably
I wouldn't
yeah,
say
they
that it's
probably
going to be a
will,
shitty ass
actually.
role, because The Witcher is a damn good story. So you can't
It
knock,
is.
you can't knock that down. So,
Yeah,
I'm
Seth,
not
do
knocking-
you play games like that, Seth? At
no,
all?
because
What are
there's
the-
too
what are
much
they-
reading for Seth.
Hey, hey.
Intensity
hey,
and
hold on.
planning.
Is it an RPG?
Yes.
Then no, I don't play RPGs.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'm all about RPGs. I love Witcher.
Seth is like,
play-
is there
I
a
play-
story? No.
No,
Because-
I play sports games. I play first person shooters. I have played. Honestly, I'm about to blow George's mind. Actually, my favorite game of all time is Metal Gear 2.
Oh, that's an awesome game.
That is a good game.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That goes against what you described what you play.
Absolutely.
You're like,
Well,
that
that was
described
back
an Xbox player.
well,
First person shooters and sports games.
why? I don't have an Xbox. I've got a PS4.
Did you guys think that Henry Cavill is a good actor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's a very good actor, but I preferably like him as Superman.
I do like
He
him
was
Superman.
good as Superman, yes, but DC is throwing themselves down the fucking toilet. That's what's going on, though,
Yeah,
with
now
how
he's
they're
gotta
running
dress up-
things.
now
So
gotta
he's
dress up
jumping
as
ship.
Yeah, but
He's
now
jumping ship.
he's got to dress
I
up
like,
as some.
I like Edwin's comment. It says the one wig to rule them all.
one wig to find them.
And one ring to bind them.
We'll
Oh,
see.
man.
We'll see.
I don't know. I think the series could be good, but definitely the costume needs improvement.
Yeah,
Again, isn't that just like the first kind of sneak peek glimpse shot
yeah, it's
of him?
it's-
I mean, I'm sure eventually other photos will leak and it'll look a lot better. You hope.
And-
Because we roasted Joaquin Phoenix
Yeah, we
as a
did.
Joker. And now everybody's starting to really warm up to this idea and the Joker that he's playing as more
Oh
stuff.
hell yeah!
Yeah, I still gonna roast the way that image looks. I'm not a fan of the way they look so far.
Well, Hakeem, I like him doing the kind of a character, because it's a character piece. It's not, we're gonna make a franchise or a series out of it. It's just one film to do a character piece, and for that, a very realistic one, or maybe a like where they're going into the human aspect of how he became the Joker and all that, and the trauma that encouraged that to happen. I think he will do very well at it because he is a great actor. But we've already seen him be creepy and crazy or a little, psychotic in some other movies, and I'm very sure he can pull it off very well.
My very favorite Joaquin Phoenix movie, which I think is his best movie, in my opinion, was We Own the Night.
Nah, best movie was in his Gladiator.
I like Gladiator, but I also like, Her.
I don't like Her.
Do you like him?
Don't like him either.
I do.
Man, I think Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor. I think that it's going to be a good movie. The Joker movie is going to be a good movie. I am just not feeling the look of Joker, and that is the only thing I've only said. I don't like the
I actually prefer the way he looks than that fucking jackass did in Suicide Squad.
I agree
Thank
there.
you.
Do agree with that. That I agree with.
All I know is DC needs a win bad. They need a win.
Yeah, they do.
And maybe they need to transition into character pieces and just focus on individual characters and stop trying to build this universe.
You know how DC will finally win that battle?
Oh boy.
How?
Is when they get bought out by Marvel and then Marvel starts making their movies.
Speaking of
but
Marvel,
no, it's true. DC does do good character pieces, or basically delving into dark characters and things like that, and seeing what happened and going deeper into the details, which is what I love about DC, or it's a distinction from Marvel.
You know what they need to do, and it will solve their problem? They need to get the animated team that works on the freaking movies to help them. And I've said this before, to help them with their movies, because they have the wrong team. They don't.
No, they also need to get people. They also need to learn how to get people to play the right parts too.
Well, I mean, come on, Henry Cavill was
no. Don't get me wrong. Superman and Wonder Woman are perfect in those aspects.
What about Aquaman?
I do like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think they should have used the Flash from the TV show.
No.
to be the Flash in the movies.
I agree with that.
I think they should have gotten a different person to play Cyborg.
I agree with that too.
There goes Jason.
There goes Jason again. Jason, you gotta leave a comment too, bro. I feel like you're giving me. I appreciate it though.
And then, I feel like they could have. I feel like they could. There's other movies that they could make.
That deserves a sound. Hold on, guys.
I know, right? Jason.
Go on.
Go ahead.
I did. It had a sound. I know. Okay. I know you. Okay, my bad. You guys in the chat, you all can't hear the sounds that come out of this thing. It doesn't. Everybody in the on YouTube can hear it, but I know you guys can't.
For me personally, I wish that they would make a Batman Beyond movie already, and bring Michael Keaton back and have him play the older Bruce Wayne, and then go
Seth,
do something
you're talking
like that.
to my soul right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes. DC needs to get their shit together and get on the block.
They really do. They have so much potential, but exactly what Eric said, we need to have the magic makers, the freaking animators, and the writers from that team to get on there and do they already do scripts already. Just transfer it over to the live action film.
Who wouldn't want to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman? I know I would.
He would.
That would be kind of cool. That would be cool to see that again.
Have the Batman Beyond get someone new to play Batman. Start that whole new Batman Beyond storyline. I just think that would be cool in my opinion.
Especially with the cyberpunk or being futuristic and later on. And
come on. We're almost in the 2020s already. I mean, come on, people. Let's go. Let's go. Just say it.
In solidarity, Calvin, I got my Evan Williams honey, but I don't know if I could drink it straight.
Oh my god. Where are the freaking flying cars already? That's what I want to know.
Oh my god. They're at freaking Disney.
There you go. Yeah, go to Disney. All right, so go ahead, Calvin.
No, that's good. I tell you, you're gonna have to get Jason on the show one day, man.
Definitely, you're gonna have to get Jason on the show. So one of these days.
Pop culture fate saying Batfleck is fine.
I think Batfleck was great. I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
I like Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. I did not like him as Batman.
I liked him as Batman.
Oh, come on.
I liked him as Batman,
that scene where he's he's perched in the corner like this.
Yes, the dude was
good as Batman, dude. And he kicks everybody's ass. That was scary.
It was good.
Okay,
Dude.
that was
I'm not,
intimidating.
I am
Okay,
not
that was
knocking
the
down.
costume.
I'm not knocking. The costume was good too. I'm not
Yes, the
knocking
costume
down.
is good. I just don't like Ben Affleck as Batman.
I think Ben Affleck as Batman was fine. I think that I prefer him actually to Christian Bale. I just feel that the Christian Bale storyline was good. I think that they kind of messed up a little bit with. No, hold on, nothing. That's my opinion. You have your opinion. I got my opinion. My opinion is that Christian Bale was He was okay. It wasn't anything great.
When Christian Bale was Batman, it sounded like he was gargling balls in his mouth.
Batman. I'm like, come on. What the fuck was that, man?
Get over here.
Where are the drugs going?
Yeah. Fear me. I'm like, come on, man.
And start talking. I mean, Affleck was more technologically advanced to where he had a voice changer.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro. You got millions and millions of dollars, and the best you could come up with is a muffled voice with, get over here.
Now, my opinion about Ben Affleck as Batman was that I felt like we had two different versions of him from the Batman versus Superman, and then you had him in the Justice League. In the Justice League, I thought he was a little more humorous and kind of tossing jokes here and there, and then that way I wasn't feeling him as much. I liked him better in the Batman versus Superman, because I liked him as the angry Batman that lost Robin, that didn't give a shit about hurting the bad guys and all that stuff. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said in the chat, Nolan told a better story.
Nolan told a better story, much better.
In Justice League, he was completely useless. He was just like the guy that got everybody together.
Yeah.
They're like, you just stay over there because you can't do shit, or at least we can't make you look like you can do shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like the part when the Flash gets in his car and the Flash is like, "Oh, what's your superpower?" He's like, "Oh, I'm a millionaire. I'm a billionaire." It's like, come on, bro. Come on.
No.
Come on.
It's the only one that actually has contingency plans against the whole Justice League like that.
That's my boy, Batman. He's smart.
Like, he's fucking smart.
You know what?
Smart.
I'd like to actually challenge that. I don't believe he's smart. I believe it's the butler.
I think you're onto something there.
I believe Alfred holds all the intellectual and all of the intelligence in that aspect. Because if you look at Batman, I don't see Batman working on the Batmobile. I see Alfred sitting there tuning that shit up.
That's so messed up, right? Like, yeah, go give me some coffee and fix my car.
Yeah, fix my car and then go fetch me a fucking lobster tail. I'm hungry.
All right.
Isn't Alfred like an ex-spy or something like that? Alfred. I forgot.
There needs to be a movie on Alfred. I'm going to petition for a movie on Alfred.
On Alfred. All right,
and
so
hey, before we move on, George,
the
fact that you said that, wouldn't it be really cool to see a drama from the eyes of Alfred into Bruce Wayne's life? That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I wonder how many times Alfred actually walked in on Bruce Wayne banging some chick.
Oh, see, I knew we were going to go there. So, you know what? Never mind.
There's so many rooms. How can you possibly walk in?
Yeah.
Well, because Alfred knows where his bedroom is.
But he would know if somebody was there because he served them food.
Well, I mean, there are bat cameras everywhere in the house. Maybe Alfred's a freaking stalker or something. He gets off on watching him through the camera. I don't know.
And on that note, we're gonna move on to Netflix. Yeah, I'm changing subjects now. All right, so Netflix. So Seth brought this up briefly. So Netflix let go of Iron Fist and Luke Cage. So what do you guys think that means for the rest of the Marvel Netflix series?
That means they're going to get ready to start canceling everything out, and everything's going to move over to that Marvel streaming service.
They still have Punisher that's still got to come out with season 2. It got greenlit for that. I think they even finished filming it.
Right.
And then Jessica Jones has season 3.
That'll come out, and then after that they'll cancel it and then move it over.
And what did you think about Daredevil? Do you think that Daredevil was? I felt it was really good.
Freaking awesome!
Right?
This was probably my favorite season so far.
I agree. I feel like this was my favorite season. So why wouldn't they stick it out with Netflix and go with the next season?
Because Marvel wants to move their shit, homie.
You guys say this like they're just gonna cancel and move this over and do that. I mean, they don't go into this stuff without contracts and agreements and things like this. I don't know that you can just cancel it. Maybe they can pay them off.
Of course they can cancel it. You just throw a couple $100 million their way and be like, fine, you can have the intellectual property back or whatever they fucking call it.
Oh, and Luis said that directors play such a big role in DC movies. They have to pick the right people that haven't that much. That's why I have faith in James Wan for Aquaman. Yeah, James Wan, I have faith in.
I am Aquaman.
That is definitely. And Alfred needs a raise. They're developing an Alfred show, though. Oh, okay.
Alfred does need a fucking raise, man. Guy puts up with way too much shit.
I mean,
I'm sure he has a
I don't
money,
think
though.
when you were talking about Luke Cage and Iron Fist, I just don't think they were as well received as the other shows.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And it all boils down to advertising. I mean, the support for the show. I mean, I don't think it was there.
There are also characters too that many people aren't quite exactly familiar with.
That's not really a problem with Marvel, though. It's just a matter of how they present them.
Yeah, because look, I mean, they did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
no one knew who that was, pretty much,
Nobody.
unless you were, you know, hardcore Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mazinger, right? Daredevil's staying on Netflix for now. Marvel's making money off Netflix, and Netflix is making money off
That's how I feel.
BD. So,
but what you got to think about here, though, is it in the best interest for Netflix to continue having any kind of Marvel property on their service when all they're doing is investing in the intellectual property of a competitor? So you're basically saying, hey, we got this show that you like, but over there they got more of it. So
I don't know, because Netflix is kind of like spreading their wings, grabbing all these different licenses, not just Marvel, but other comic books or other, you know, like games, like Witcher or books, and kind of rolling with it.
Problem solved. Marvel buys Netflix.
There you go.
That's not
There you
gonna
go.
happen.
That's what's
There you
coming.
go, George. You got Ed Dude in the chat.
My man, Ed Dude.
Saying, I seriously had zero interest in buying that new Batman premium format, but now after seeing the way the cape is posed, I'm actually rethinking it.
Yo, that's
George,
big words from
look
Ed
at you.
Dude, bro. Yeah. I read the comment in on the video that he put. Ed Dude, it tells it how it really is, bro. That man, when he ever makes a comment, he'll tell me straight up, yo, I hate this shit. I hate what you said about it. Yo, my man's honest. So,
George, you might be a poser after all, you know?
Maybe.
But
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that, though, man.
he meant it
I'm gonna take a second, don't judge me.
he meant it in the nicest way, because you posed the cape so beautifully.
Lewis said, just give us a Moon Knight show to replace Iron Fist, and I'm all about it. Moon Knight all the way, man. All the way.
he is a badass. Moon Knight is a badass. They're also developing their own shows for the service, and I think it makes sense for them to cancel everything on Netflix to avoid confusion. You want to have everything under one umbrella.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you can leave Daredevil there, and then have people like, oh, I like this, and like
Eric's
I said,
listening to what
transition over there.
I'm throwing down.
I think it's also like cross promoting, though. It's because, I mean, Netflix is going to be okay with having it there. It's because they get a little bit of promotion from a big company like Walt Disney, which is much bigger than Netflix, you know. So having some Marvel stuff there would be a logical thing to do, I would think.
So do you guys
It's
think that part of the separation is the mouse? There's certain things you just can't do under certain umbrellas. You know, the characters are changing. The way they are presented are changing. So Netflix allows you to see these dark sides of these characters, where over on the streaming service with Marvel, that is, I don't know that you're going to get to see as darker side of these characters as you can see on Netflix.
Yeah, the censorship. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more watered down. Sure.
Ugh.
All right. So segueing this one a little bit, do you guys hear that they're going to be re-releasing Deadpool 2 as a PG-13 movie? And they're calling it Once Upon a Deadpool 2?
Oh
in theaters? They're going to release it or on video?
Yes, in theaters.
Wait a minute.
What?
How did you wait, hold on a second. Hold on a split second. Did I just hear you correctly, Calvin? Did you just say the word theater?
I can't with you right now.
Don't worry, just keep drinking your wine. You'll be okay with it.
I can't with you.
It's the proper vernacular term is theater.
Oh my goodness.
I can't with
Depending
you
where
right
you're
now. Please. Seth, I swear to God.
He's gonna come across the screen and choke you.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe we can get that playing in a theater.
Damn.
But okay, so they're releasing.
I mean, he's
it,
coming for everybody.
it?
I mean, I didn't even send for him. He's coming for me. I don't get it.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Deadpool 2, they're re-releasing as a PG-13 movie, so it's available for a more mass audience to watch. And
No cuts?
Yeah, of course they're cutting. They're cutting out scenes from it that are obviously not suitable for
Yeah, make it
younger audience.
PG-13.
Well, because they want to
Cash grab.
Well, they want younger kids. They want younger kids to be able to watch it. So basically, it's another form of them pushing a movie so they could sell more merchandise basically to a younger audience.
But
I don't know that. Every teenager that wanted to see this movie saw it.
Yeah, it's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, okay, most movies release the uncut director's cut. You get more. Yeah, they're gonna take away, and they're gonna charge you $16 a ticket in the theater to watch less movie.
They did it with Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, touche. Yeah, you're right.
Oh no, yeah, Luis puts up a point. That's scary because if it works, it makes money. Disney will have more of a reason to make Deadpool 3 PG-13. If they do, oh hell no. No. Keep it rated R.
They would release both versions regardless because they're making more money this way.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's the show all over again.
I can't remember any movie where that's been done before. You guys
Never been done.
Ever.
Ever.
I could tell you one thing. I won't pay the money to go see it in the theater.
It's PG-13.
The only way that they could make me, the only way they could take and make me do this, the only way that they could take and make me do this is if somehow they reshot the movie and added different scenes to the movie. That's the only way that they could make me do it.
Wait. They did do it. They did it with Batman vs. Superman. They released the rated R version, right?
No,
they released an extended cut.
Extended director's cut?
Which made it R.
Yeah.
But the director's cut didn't come back in theaters. It was only on the DVD.
It was released.
Yeah.
Oh.
And let me tell you, there's extended cuts on that one where it's just like, I don't even understand what they did there. And they show the extended cut was Superman flying, and then he lands, and then he talks to Alfred, and I'm just like, what? Or was that Batman vs Superman, or was the other one?
I love what you were saying about Ed Dude, because he does tell the truth. He wrote, honestly, I think the mouse is behind this because the way Deadpool is now doesn't fit Disney's MO at all.
It doesn't.
No, it don't.
I mean, Deadpool is becoming an extremely marketable character because, like at Walmart, for example, all of these movies that they released that had Deadpool covers, that weren't Deadpool movies, but they all had Deadpool type covers.
Yeah, they themed covers.
What did you say?
Yeah, they had themed covers on them.
Right, and I like the guy, like he's saying in the chat. I mean, I guess it's a way to cash in on that.
That's the thing. Like, if you make it PG-13, like I said, you can market it to a younger audience, which then forces them to run to the parents. I want Deadpool stuff.
Guys, Disney just spent a shit ton of money buying Fox. Let them do what they got to do to get that money back.
Yeah, like raise my ticket prices.
Actually, give me some
Magziner is saying that they are adding the Fred Savage story telling from Princess Bride. Same exact room, but Deadpool is telling the older Fred Savage the story.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my god!
That's in the trailer, right?
No, they're saying that's what's going to be in the new recut.
That's going to be
the
the
movie.
Yeah. But then you're showing me what's going to be in the movie. Don't show me. Like, just tell me there's different scenes.
Oh, you're going to go see it?
Confirmed.
The only way that they could get me to go see this movie is that they told me that they reshot the movie and added completely different scenes in it. Then I'm like,
Ed is saying they're doing some reshoots and there'll be some new scenes.
That would make me want to go check it out.
At least 20 minutes of new footage. Would you go see it?
It would have to be like more like near 40 minutes, like 35.
Oh, I don't know. That's a
whole
lot.
new movie.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a whole nother movie.
That's a whole other movie. I don't see that happening.
Movie.
There's a lot they got to cut out, though. I mean, think about all the stuff they got to cut out of that movie.
Yeah, they do got to cut out a lot of stuff.
I mean, that whole X-Force scene, that's got to be redone.
Well, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
No? My man got chewed up by a woodchuck machine.
Hell yeah!
That was fun.
A
wood chipper.
I think a lot of it is just removing things that are said. So you could have a scene with Deadpool there saying something, inappropriate, and then just say something else, and it's still the same shot. So it could be a lot of audio.
It could be funny too, is because I could see him like breaking the third wall and telling people, hey, you should have seen the rated R version or some shit. So
yeah.
If you really want to know what I said, go catch the rated R version.
Mm-hmm. Links below.
Yeah.
Go buy it now on Blu-ray.
That would be fun.
That would be kind of funny. So other movies that are finally coming to theaters. Avatar is finally coming out with the first sequel of 4 movies next year, or not next year, in December of 2020. So 2 years. Damn.
Avatar. Avatar is coming out.
Whatever, man. Avatar is a good movie. The only thing I could say
Avatar
is
was a good movie.
it was a good movie. But is this too late already? I mean, it's
Nope.
been
Yeah, it's about. When did Avatar? When did it originally come out?
Entire theme park around it.
They
Hell
did.
yeah.
They didn't build the.
Yeah.
It's like a small
Yes,
section.
Yeah, but when did Avatar come out?
A long time ago.
What's a
The
long
galaxy.
time
In a
ago?
galaxy far, far away.
At least 9 years ago, maybe more.
Okay, so yeah, usually if you're gonna make a
2009.
sequel, yeah,
2009.
So if you're gonna make a sequel, it's got to be within a 2 to 3 year time span. I feel.
I
Where
feel
did
like
you
what
get that
happens.
research from?
No, go ahead.
No, not necessarily.
What'd you say, Calvin?
I was asking Seth, where did he get that research from?
Yeah.
Well, because here you go, perfect example. You have you had Infinity War Part 1, and then now the second one's coming out 2019. So yeah, 2019.
I'm not saying that's
terrible
the case.
example.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's the reason. What I do fear about it is that you have the whole situation that happened with Heroes. Heroes had like a pattern.
Follow it, yeah. It had a
It had a
following.
following, and then they took too much time off, and then they came back, and then the fan base was gone. Then the show got canceled.
No, what happened with Heroes season 3 fucking sucked. They were at a circus. I'm like, what is this garbage? And it was there was a writer's strike also.
There was a writer's strike that happened, right?
Yeah,
I remember that. But there still was too much time off.
Dude, I love this dude. I love this guy, Ed Dude, man. This dude's a freaking riot. They announced the name of the next 3 sequels to Avatar, and the titles are ridiculous. They sound like they just took a bunch of random words and stuck them together.
What are the titles?
Well, one is Avatar 2. That's the second one. I don't know. It's just a bunch of random words.
I think people are going to
That's
get
why.
excited. I think Avatar pushed technology, pushed 3D, and obviously going to be in 3D, but I think people are going to want to go back.
But that technology's already dated now.
I think people are going to want to go back into that world. I think a lot of people enjoyed the concept of it, of you being in that world.
I agree.
And people are going to want to be in that world again if it's done right.
Okay, but if they fought off the humans in the first movie, who are they going to fight off in the second movie?
You know, fucking aliens from another planet.
But yeah, but the thing that I feel about it though is even though the people enjoyed the movie and it is definitely the highest grossing movie of all time, I think it was like 2.7 billion is what it made or some shit like that.
It made a ridiculous amount of money.
It made a ridiculous amount of money. It absolutely did. But did they really capture fans like in the way that say Star Wars did or Star Trek did or anything like that? Do they have cons where people just go dressed up as these characters for the sake of it? I haven't seen a character dressed up like them in years.
That is so unfair because there's nothing out there like Star Wars or Star Trek. There's just nothing. I mean, that's just
you can't compare it to the big franchises.
I don't
and
agree with that.
It would be hard to dress up as,
I don't agree with
as
that.
a character
Okay.
from Avatar.
Other things that are like Star Wars or Star Trek. I feel that Game of Thrones has captured audiences like that. I think it did.
No, I don't.
But here's the thing,
I feel
though.
like it did, and
Game
I
of
also feel
Thrones-
like. Go ahead.
Oh, Game of Thrones is a series. Avatar is a movie. It has one shot.
Star Wars is a series also.
But it had 3 movies.
And Avatar is a series too. The difference between Avatar and Star Wars and Game of Thrones and Walking Dead is that they didn't have a director that is a perfectionist that needs to wait 10 motherfucking years to come out with the next movie.
That's true. He did wait for the first one because he was like the technology isn't there for it. So he had the story and was like, nope, I'm waiting until we have better technology.
I think it's cool that he waited so long.
I think
I like the idea of like I left this world when I was a certain age and I'm about to go back at a different part of my life and I'm gonna experience it differently.
If we're not careful about it, he's gonna die before the rest of the movie gets finished.
Excellent point.
David Zerta in the chat is saying, "Isn't Arnold going to be the main antagonist in the Avatar sequel?" So we're gonna have the fucking T-1000 taking on
Fucking Dominator.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. I am the Avatar.
I am the Avatar.
I think once you start seeing the promotional videos and things like that, people's interest is just gonna spark, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I remember this."
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go see it.
Go see the movie,
huh?
Absolutely.
I'm absolutely gonna go see the movie.
Why?
I mean, people were excited.
I'm gonna go see the movie. It's because I'm a sci-fi junkie. I will watch anything that's like that. If you put that in front of me, it doesn't care if it's shit. You put it blue, give it ears, and tell me the thing talks. I might watch it.
And there's probably millions like you out there that'll probably go see that movie.
Oh, wait. Luis says that each film will be in a different terrain. Because remember, there was only one section that they were at in the planet. And it says that the tribe of the planet will be underwater. There's a desert one, so it's different,
Even make it more
cultural.
interesting.
And you know what, that's kind of interesting because in the movie, the lore has it that the whole world or the whole planet has a network, an information network through the trees and through the planet. That's how everything's interconnected. So what happened on that side of the planet, how does it translate to these other parts of the planet? Because everything is connected. So there's
feel
more
that
to go into
that
that.
there's that in order for you to become a phenomenon like that, where you capture the hearts of people and everything like that, and you got to have a continuing story. And I feel like Avatar is very much the Pocahontas. I don't feel like this guy came up with his own story. I think the guy just regurgitated something that was already made, dressed it up with some really good CGI, and made it look cool. I like the movie.
Yeah, but that's majority of stories.
I don't think that's the majority of stories. I don't agree with that.
Star Wars. You just described Star Wars.
I didn't describe Star Wars. How do you figure that? What is Star Wars like?
I feel like these Avatar movies are going to be straight to DVD.
I don't think that. I don't agree with that either.
The whole lightsaber in Star Wars, like I found how many years ago was this? I can't remember. It was an animated movie that came up before Star Wars and had some little inspiration for lightsabers and things like that. I can't remember. It was Star Raiders, Stars something, and basically he uses his magic, or you want to put another word on it, the Force, and used his sword to basically vanquish the evil. It's always vanquishing the evil and usurping. Yes, don't give me that face. It's the same thing, though it's all in details. See, what makes something memorable is in the details.
I think Star Wars, if you want to say that it took some inspiration from things, I could see it taking inspiration from maybe like the story of King Arthur, something like that. The guy was very much into theology and he studied a lot of different religions. So I could see where he got some inspiration from certain things to create the story that he created. I feel that Star Wars has a living, breathing like life to it.
A certain je ne sais quoi.
So I think that's the thing.
Same thing. When you get a chance, just search the hero's journey. That is what most of the construct of pretty much all the movies that we watch.
Oh yeah,
so it's the same thing.
I feel that Avatar is not taking something from there. It is a direct grab. Like it just took basically every bit and piece of Pocahontas and put it into Avatar. I think it's a great movie.
When you say Pocahontas, are you talking about this animated Disney movie?
I'm talking about the animated Disney movie.
Oh, wow. George, you and I usually agree on everything. I am so at odds with you right now.
It's the truth, though, Calvin. I mean, think about it. My man comes from a different planet. My man comes from a different land. My man comes from a different land to come to the new land to procure
destroys their land.
Minerals or some kind of thing that was in it because dude was coming there for gold. I think it was the original thing for coming to the new land. He meets a woman on the mainland that he falls in love with, and because he falls in love with this woman, he starts to understand what these other people are about, and he thinks that, hey man, these guys are cool people. We shouldn't be doing this to them, Then he takes and he fucks up, and pisses off the woman that he likes, So he has to take and prove himself to the woman by fighting the people that he came to the land with to steal this stuff.
You're right halfway.
You're
halfway right.
But doesn't with Hero's Journey, that is a mythology that all these movies are based off. There's an adventure. There's a call to action. There's a mentoring part of it. It is the same story that Star Wars tells, that Star Trek tells, that Pocahontas tells.
And Star Trek is different too. Star Trek is telling a hero's journey. Star Trek is a very politically based, charged TV show.
Well, doesn't John Smith take Pocahontas back with him?
No. He gets injured. He gets shot, and she loves her people so much. And is like, okay, I love you, but you have to go. And he goes back to his homeland. He's
that is the only thing that they changed in Avatar.
No. That's not the only thing they didn't. Nope.
Okay,
halfway. Because when it comes to the part when they're meeting together in the forest and whatnot, the other dude, not him, someone else, not the protagonist or male protagonist or love interest, whatever, shoots and kills one of the characters that's in from the tribe, that whole conflict or of why he fucked up is completely different dynamic. And where
Semantics on the reasoning.
Pocahontas wanted peace and she saved his ass, and
I don't. None of that is what I'm talking about. I'm just
semantics on
saying that all of these movies are built on the same premise in that journey, whether it's Pocahontas, Avatar. Because your beef with it, George, is that they rip something off. We talked about this on a couple of shows ago. That is the premise of almost all the movies we enjoy.
No,
they rip.
It's struggle. It's the same thing over and over.
And I say that I agree with you on a lot of things with that. I agree with you that they do retake and regurgitate a lot of things, like a lot of stories. But I feel that Star Wars, Star Trek, I feel some of these older movies, they came up with something more original. It wasn't a direct bite. I mean, I feel like Avatar was a very strong bite on that story. I mean, and then for him to come out and say that I wrote this and I came up with this, to me, it's like, yo, you're full of shit, dude. I was like, yeah, you made it look good. But you didn't come up with anything.
No.
You
have to give him his due in terms of creating the lore of the planet. He created he made it look great. Dynamics.
Well,
it's
true?
in the details.
Is it true that they created an entire language for this movie?
Yes.
That was legit.
They did that with a lot of different stories. They did that with Lord of the Rings.
I like AFK's comment. Oh boy, call me Pocahontas.
So I'm gonna watch Pinocchio, right?
Right.
No, you mean Pocahontas?
That I should watch a movie that's been done 1,000 times because of this guy's take on it.
Oh yeah, I am.
Same movie, just a very different take that I'm interested in watching now.
And Pinocchio is just not. It's not really. I mean, it was made into be a Disney movie, but it has one of the most traumatic scenes.
Right, we talked about that last week. My point was that it's still a remake of a story that is a different take that can be extremely interesting and well thought out, which is what I think Avatar is, George.
Yeah, it's true.
I think Avatar is a very entertaining sci-fi movie. I agree with that.
Avatar.
I think that
you haven't even seen it yet. What are you talking about?
I have seen it. I watched the whole thing.
Oh, wow. You did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, I have something I can say my boy did. He opened his mind and saw the movie.
And you know what? It's because I saw the movie Avatar that I had a greater appreciation for Gary in Avatar Land.
Seth, can you do that song again? Because it was a beautiful transition into another topic.
Avatar. Next topic, please.
All right.
There you go.
Let's get off of it. All right. All right. Last thing I want to talk about is Sunday. Was it Sunday or when does Walking Dead play? Sunday or Saturday?
It was last night. Sunday.
Last night was the last episode for Rick Grimes, right?
Yes.
It's Rick Grimes, bitch.
Supposedly was the last episode.
But
supposedly.
AMC is saying that they're going to make a 3-movie spinoff on Walking Dead.
So for anyone that is in the chat that is a Walking Dead fan, there will be spoilers now if you did not see it last night. So
give them like a couple of seconds.
I will give you a couple of seconds
to give spoilers of the show. Don't tell nobody. Yeah, if you're
but that's how you have to tell the story about what they're doing.
Really?
Yes.
Oh damn! Now I wish I wouldn't have picked this topic. All right, guys.
We can do another topic.
No, we'll give everybody 2 minutes.
Earmuffs.
2 minutes to earmuffs or mute us or do what you got to do. And I apologize. I didn't realize when Seth brought this topic up to me that he was going to give spoilers. Seth, man, you gotta let me know that ahead of time, dude.
Well, how can I let you know something about a show that you don't watch because you don't like zombies?
It doesn't have anything to do with that, though, bro. If you're gonna tell me there's gonna be spoilers on the show, then you tell me there's gonna be spoilers on the show, and I say, okay, man.
I told you there was gonna be spoilers this morning, but clearly you didn't hear me.
I ain't hear you because you're always talking shit.
Yeah, of course. It's all right. It's called selective listening. It's all right.
That's what I do with most of the things that come out your mouth.
That's what she said.
What?
How does that make sense?
All right, 2 minutes is up. All right. So for those of you who did watch The Walking Dead last night, they kind of wrote him off, but left it really wide open for him to return at some point. I guess when the show maybe possibly is getting ready to end. So I'm not going to go into details too much specific about it, but after the Walking Dead, they have a show on called The Talking Dead. and they had the producer on, Scott Gimple, and they were talking about, oh, is this really the end for Rick Grimes? And he came out and said, listen, what we're going to do is that, no, this is not the end for Rick Grimes, but we are going to do a series of movies with Rick Grimes and where his story is going to be going now since since whatever happened on the show happened. So, and he said that's not the only character that they're going to do this for. They're going to do this for other characters. Now, for me, I've watched The Walking Dead since it's come out, and I have to say that last season was a little boring, and it's been getting a little bit more difficult to watch because I think it's gotten to that point where I think you could only take the point to where you could take it to where, you know, you kind of start almost losing interest in it. But I think these movies could be good, but they're not going to be like movies in theaters. They're just going to be movies that are straight for AMC. So, yeah. Yeah, these aren't going to be movies that are going to be in the theater. They're just going to be on. They're going to be. They're going to
10
be.
points, Seth.
He's going to push that.
Yeah. So they're going to they're solely going to be made for TV movies on AMC. So I think
so it's still gonna have all that censorship.
You know what? They really don't have that much censorship at Sunday night as much as you think they do. I mean, they curse, they show a lot of the gore and a lot of the blood and stuff like that. But it's not like
hold on. But wait a minute. Didn't they get so much flack when Negan smashed the crap out of Glenn's head, and people were like, it's too gory. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh, trust me, they've shown. Oh, they've shown way more shit, way more gorier than them smashing Glenn's head with a bat.
But I mean, you know, like the Walking Dead comic is known for its brutality, and the just in general, the show itself, even from the beginning, is lightly touching how bad it is.
Oh, I mean, they definitely water it down a lot. For the show, because for anybody that's read the comic is extremely graphic, extremely. I mean, there's shit that's in the comic that they haven't even showed on TV, like back in the earlier thing where they first were going on about the governor. He actually raped Michonne, and they didn't show that at all in the show. They cut that completely.
No, they only hinted it with Maggie, like, oh, it could happen.
Yeah.
And then not only that was his relationship with his niece and him like pulling out all her teeth so he can make out with her.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah,
oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Or
the comic
Michonne
is way more gruesome. Yeah, the comic is way more gruesome.
It's so bad. Like, and Michonne actually gets him back, and the way she gets him back.
Like Terrell Reed, the fact that they're expanding the world in this way is the best way to do it. I'd love to find out what happens in New York. In that world, actually, I'd like to find out what happens just outside of Georgia or Atlanta, wherever they are. Period. I mean, you know, and you know, the fact that they keep, you know, and that's the thing too. Like, I couldn't get into the Fear the Walking Dead show. I couldn't get into that because that show was supposed to specifically explain how everything happened and how the zombies came to be, and it didn't.
Really?
It didn't. It didn't at all. It was supposed to be a prequel. It was supposed to be a prequel to The Walking Dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember. I didn't know that. I was just, when I heard about the Fear the Walking Dead, is that it was gonna be LA, and I was like, oh please, let it not be some suburban freaking family that they're gonna go and, you know, go and put the story on. Oh, well, if you're in LA, I want to see some vatos.
Oh, well, they've already killed off a bunch of the main characters on that show, so that show's kind of gone downhill in my opinion. But
like, I tried watching like the first season and things like that, and I was like, man, I don't want to see these suburban dimwits. I want to see people from the city who actually are smart. Like, oh, we know we shouldn't do that, or, you know, have some skills, or just, you know, street smart. Like,
yeah, but now they're actually they're gonna be jumping into a much better storyline. I feel with The Walking Dead, they're actually gonna be introducing the Whisperers now, which is gonna be really cool. So, because after the scene where Rick ate it last night, well, he didn't die, but after all that stuff, so they actually did a time jump 6 years into the future.
So let me ask you a question. me ask you a question. Don't mean to interrupt, but let me ask you a question. So, Rick Grimes has been the protagonist of the story for how many seasons now?
They're on season 9 right now.
Season 9. So who's gonna take up the mantle of the protagonist if they?
That's the thing nobody knows right now. I mean, Daryl is still around. Carol's still there. Maggie is still there.
What about Negan, man?
Well, Negan's actually imprisoned.
Okay.
They actually have Negan in prison. Now, when they did the time jump last night, they showed Rick's daughter helping out a group of people by shooting them and stuff like that. So I think Rick's daughter is now going to be the main focal point moving forward.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be Negan because in the comics, yes, he was in prison. And well, this is spoiler time, so everybody. Anyways, but in the comics, Negan was in prison, but he eventually becomes a figurehead in the community that they're at, but also is the one who gets in with the Whisperers and kills the leader of the Whisperers.
See, now that's the thing though. Like this is where they differentiated from the comic to the show. In the comic, Rick and Negan have this battle where Dwight actually shoots Rick with a poison arrow, and Rick's supposed to die at that point, I believe, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. And then he's actually slits Negan's throat, but Negan Negan dies in the comics at that point, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
I thought he just his voice box gets all messed up, but
but in the show he did get his throat slit, but they saved him.
Yeah, and one of the major characters that was supposed to be very important with the Whisperers was his son. So it's like,
yeah, and Carl died last season.
So
what?
Seth, yeah. Lewis has a comment. Lewis asks, the new characters that showed up in the last minutes of the episode yesterday. They're not.
They're not from the shorts. They're actually they actually were in an episode last year. I forgot which episode it was, but they were actually in that episode, and then they something happened, but I forgot. But yeah, they're not from the shorts.
Okay.
But the thing is that Rick, they left the door wide open for Rick to come back. So I'm sure when the show starts to end and starts to wind down, they'll bring him back into the fold.
It's been winding down for a while now because a lot of the actors have been jumping ship.
Well, that's the thing, like Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick, was saying, like, oh, he wanted to spend more time at home with his kids and everything like that, and he lives in London. But you know what? We all know that money talks and bullshit walks. So that's.
But he could also get a better deal doing something else, an offer.
Yeah, true.
Just has to get his contract to end.
But I think once they actually kill off Daryl, if that ever happens, I think people will stop out automatically watching the show.
And he wanted to leave too.
Yeah. I think once they kill off Daryl or something happens with Daryl, that's it. People are going to stop watching the show. You look like a true pimp drinking that big ass bottle. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my god, you guys can see us.
She's like, hold on, let me take a fucking man-sized swig.
It's my Evan Williams.
We got somebody in the chat that can't get off the scope that George did of the cape, and I agree, George, man, you killed it with that scope.
Yeah, I was looking at that because I came in a little later. That is
George. How long did it take you to pose that cape? I'm just curious. Really? I would have thought it would have been more than that.
Yeah, dude, that Sideshow should hire you, man.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a little bit of time.
Yeah, Spidey Funkoverse. After Glenn died, I lost interest. Yeah, that whole thing with who Negan was going to kill. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever.
Know. Like, yeah.
I mean, we know from the comics, but man, that whole scene was probably like one of the most intense scenes I've ever watched on TV.
And that's exactly what I would watch for. Like, why all this talking and this and that? I'm like, I don't care about your feelings. I want to see some intense crap, man. It's like it's the apocalypse. It's the wasteland. So we're not supposed to be singing Kumbaya. We're supposed to, be
survival of the fittest.
Yeah, it's survival of the freaking fittest.
Eric, you watched The Walking Dead, bro?
And all the chit chatting.
No.
It's like you had a clear shot at Negan at one point.
Neither
Take
do
it.
I.
Just do it.
Why don't you watch The Walking Dead, Eric?
I gave up on it because I felt like it was just, hey, we found this spot. They got a leader and a crew. Oh, we killed the leader. Let's go to a new spot. Hey, they got a. It was just, I don't know.
Rinse
It
and
felt like
repeat.
it was rinse and repeat, and there was too much talking. And I get it. It's all about the universe. It's not about the zombies. It's about the people. No, I don't give a shit about that. I need more action.
Right.
turned
I watched
into
the
a
first
freaking
season
soap
and I
opera.
couldn't go any further.
You couldn't go any further after the first season either?
The comic I love. I just couldn't watch
Sounds,
it.
sounds like you got Game of Thrones to me.
Whatever. Game of Thrones got most people through season 8. We're
Shit.
coming up on season 8.
Fucking Game
Oh
of
my
Thrones.
god, I can't wait for
Game of Thrones is the shit. Most people are excited and happy to see Game of Thrones come back.
I'm
Everybody
I'm,
except for Seth.
I'm excited for Game of Thrones to end, so I'd have to stop listening to George R. Martin.
No,
Whatever.
Game of Thrones is a whole nother level.
It is.
But although HBO had a choice of picking Walking Dead or Game of Thrones.
So they should have taken Walking Dead.
Well, Walking Dead would
They'd be
a lot
Walking
better,
Dead right now. Really bad joke. Really bad joke.
But
It's the ice cream
so,
talking.
but I'm glad they picked Game of Thrones, and I am ready. Like I had my bullhorn ready, and I'm gonna have mead that night, and I'm gonna just drink it all and watch the first episode.
I gotta buy one of
No,
those.
George, I'm going to take something back I said earlier. Remember I said, what other show is there, like Star Wars or whatever, where people dress up and do all this? The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. That's what I was gonna. I said that too. With
But
it.
that's easy. It's like okay, zombie genre. Oh yeah, Walking Dead, or it can be anything.
Yeah, more so than the
It's
game.
not based off of Star Wars.
What?
You guys were saying how shit was based off of Star Wars.
No,
and I'm
we're
like,
not
oh,
saying that it's based off of
No.
Star Wars. What we're saying is that things that capture the culture, like how Star Wars did. You know, you have people that they have conventions specifically for Star Wars. They have conventions specifically for Star Trek.
They have conventions for the
They have
Walking Dead.
conventions for Walking the Dead, right? They don't have a convention for Avatar. They're not gonna have a convention for Avatar.
I'm not
That's
going
right.
They have a
Avatar,
museum for
sucks.
Game of Thrones though.
They have a museum for Game of Thrones, and I feel like Game
They
of
should
Thrones
have
is
a
also a thing that you see people play or go to cosplay as, you know. But
Oh, hell yeah.
since the
They should have a
movie has
Game of
been
Thrones.
gone, since Avatar has been gone, you don't see that anymore. You
No,
know,
I
so-
have not seen any Navi at any Comic Con. No cosplay, no
I
Navi.
have, but here's the thing though. Little tidbit about makeup that you guys might not know. You cannot body paint yourself blue for a long time. Blue makeup.
How will
in
you become a
general.
Smurf?
No, actually, it can poison you.
Yeah, to become a 10-foot tall Smurf.
If you wear blue makeup for such a long time, you can get sick. Like it's toxic.
Dude, I want to friend this guy Ed Dude, man. I never thought Game of Thrones would end though. Shit, any show with dragons and swords, I'm all about it. Ed
And
Dude,
they're gonna have-
I was all about it
They're
too.
gonna have
With
spin-offs.
I was all about it too with dragons and titties, and then I lost interest.
It's
Daenerys stopped
spin-offs
showing
now.
the goods. Daenerys
guy
stopped
said-
showing the goods, and then that's when I got turned off from
This
watching.
guy.
Dragons and titties.
Seth, seriously.
Drags and titties.
Seriously.
And big. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
On a serious note, aside from dragons and titties, what is it about Game of Thrones that you dislike so much?
The shit just drags on at some point, man.
You only saw
payoff.
one season. You probably didn't even make it
I
through that.
watched the first 2 seasons, dude.
Okay, you never told me that.
Nah.
The freaking shit just at like some point, like I'm literally watching the show, and it's fucking putting me to sleep.
Yeah, that's never happened to me. If anything, that show wakes me up.
It's putting me to sleep. I mean,
From a
it's
person
like-
who doesn't play RPGs.
hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Too much story.
Whatever. What is it? AFK is saying Seth would look good painted blue.
I think
Oh
that
my
would look
God.
good.
Put it
Look
up.
like Papa Smurf.
Yeah, I'm blue, dabbo dee boo boo da.
Okay. Anyways. All right, guys. So what do you guys got coming up this week, Seth? What you got going on?
We have the latest episode of What's Poppin' Hunting tomorrow for your viewing entertainment, and we're back this Thursday with the pop off.
The pop off. Statue
better come-
fanatic.
You better come correct, son. What?
We'll see. We'll see. See what happens. I mean, you got that. And I know what you're coming with. That expensive ass wrestling.
Nope. I am not coming with any of that.
No.
I am not coming with any of that.
The misdirect.
If he does that, he'll lose. I won't vote for that.
I won't vote for that either.
You know what, Calvin? Your votes don't count anyway because you never vote for me. So
That's because the only thing you bring is something metallic.
Exactly.
No, you know why?
It's chrome. It's cool.
You know why Calvin doesn't vote for me? Because I don't go with him to the theater to go watch movies.
Oh my god!
Oh, my God.
Don't worry, Calvin. I'll go with you.
I'll be right at the theater with you, man. Don't worry. Anyways, Calvin, what you got coming up, bro?
I have a really cool, and I'm gonna get it done this week. Collected on a budget statue from Iron Studios.
Ooh,
Nice.
sounds titillating.
Can't wait to see that one. All right, Ass Kicking Unicorn. What you got coming up? I know you've been playing Fallout 76. Now, are you gonna have some footage for us to finally watch about that?
Now, yeah, because I thought about it because I was really worried about the voice because I stream on Twitch, so I can be getting in trouble for what somebody else says, and it's not even me saying it, so. Or spammed or whatever, but I figured out I'll just take off voice chat through the world and just keep Discord on with me and my bear.
What the hell?
What's that?
Sorry.
What are you watching over there, guy? Jeez.
Soccer.
But yeah, I'm gonna. There's I think it's Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna play the beta some more, and it's freaking fun. I know some people had big issues of it being co-op and there's no NPCs or this and that, but I had a really fun time. Me and my bear, we were playing for like the whole day on Sunday, and still had crazy experiences being spammed by rad scorpions that are level 22 while we're like in 10 and things like that, and just things that will come about. So it's really awesome. And then I've also started my art streams, so I actually finished one of my art projects.
Cool.
Which was a sugar skull with the sunflower.
We got people in the chat wanting Chrome, man. We got people in the chat wanting Chrome. I love Chrome.
This guy.
And then also, I'm looking, and someone gave us a thumbs down.
Somebody always gives
It's because all the Avatar hate talk.
You know what?
Yeah.
Whoever gave us a thumbs down, you can eat a fucking bag of dicks. That's how I feel about that.
Damn.
How dare you give us a thumbs down? We're here trying to give you guys some good entertainment. You want to give me a thumbs down? Man, go eat a bag of dicks, bro.
This is the NFG zone right here. No fucks given.
None. Yeah, this is already at MCE evenings. Eric, what you doing this week, bro?
I am doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
So are we going to do this or what? Are we all going to get this, or are we just blowing smoke up each other's asses?
I'm not blowing smoke anybody's asses. I got to get myself a 10-gallon hat though and a straw if I'm going to play this game. It's my new thing now is I'm playing games with masks. I don't know if you all been watching my gaming. I know
saw.
Some of you guys have been watching. Actually, most of you guys have been watching. Of the almost 5,000 subscribers we have, the most I get is about 100 views. But still, I'm going to do it. So I played Spider-Man last night with a Spider-Man mask on. That shit was very hard.
Dude, I fucking laughed my ass off so hard when you were playing, what was it, Assassin's Creed with the Spartan mask on,
Spartan
dude?
helmet.
Any mask you put on, it looks like you have such a difficult time seeing what you're doing.
Dude, Spider-Man was particularly difficult. All I could see was like silhouettes. I'm like swinging at things, just like hoping I catch something. Yeah, but I had a good time. It's fun.
Yeah, the shit with the guy taking the eyeball and shoving it up the donkey's ass, dude. That shit was hilarious.
Oh wow!
You got to watch it, Calvin. It's actually pretty funny.
It was really funny.
So what do you got going on, George?
I have a Wolverine statue to unbox this week, and I'm gonna take care of that. I'm hoping to head down to Miami this week. I want to check out a store down there. Is it called Man at Arms, right, Seth?
Yes.
Yeah, Man at Arms. I got to see my boy Pedro, so I'm going to go check him out. He's got a cool collection, so hopefully I'll get a chance to check it out. He's a big Wolverine collector, so I'm looking forward to seeing the stuff that he's got. Gem Mint is coming into town, and we're supposed to hook up, so I don't know what we're going to do. Go get some drinks and shit, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with him. And he's a trip. And yeah, that's about it. That's about what I got going on.
You also, no, man, you got more than that going on, bro. You got to defend that title Thursday night.
And the title. Pop off.
You got to defend that title.
Uh-huh. We'll see what I come up with. I got
a few
George, pops. What's up?
Do you have a shield to throw for this competition that's coming up?
I do, but we got to talk about that, man. So my man Seth here, Man,
He's making excuses. Yes, I know.
Excuses. Yes. He plays softball. He does MMA fighting occasionally. You know, so man does one-arm pull-ups, but he's telling me he's got a problem.
George wants me. You know what? You want me to throw the fucking shield? I'll throw the fucking shield. When my fucking arm comes out of my fucking socket, you can pay my medical bill.
Hey, you throw that fucking shield or you eat a bag of dicks.
All right, so what I'm thinking of is because my man's got issues. My man's got issues. Is that we're gonna do it? We gotta give Eric. We gotta give him a handicap, bro. So
right.
I don't need a fucking handicap.
He needs a handicap. He needs a handicap. My man needs an actual handicap symbol. In fact, that should be your next tattoo, Seth. You should have a handicap symbol on your other arm. Anyway, you got to throw the shield with your weak arm.
Non-dominant.
No,
Okay.
I don't want no excuses. No excuses. I'll fucking chuck the goddamn thing out of that thing. No excuses. Listen, you want the fucking animal out of the cage? You got it. Let's do this. Woo!
Do it.
And then after I'm done chucking that shield, I'm gonna fucking chuck you.
Oh shit! There's gonna be a camera there, right? We gotta record this.
We gotta record it.
Oh yes, we have to record it.
We gotta record it. Should be pretty good. All right, guys.
Remember the old saying, "Don't poke the bear." He's been poked.
Or the Seth Squatch. All right. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of That Geek Show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had a good time. If you did, give us a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit subscribe. Ding that bell to become part of the notification squad. And you will get your own personal bat logo up in the air and let you guys know when we're shooting a damn video. Because we're doing this shit every day. So definitely come and hang out with us and join the notification squad. You can catch all of our videos. Seth's videos, Calvin's videos, soon to be Eric's videos at some point whenever we get the idea of throwing the shield. He'll be on that video. And the
Spidey versus saying
ass kicking unicorn. What's up?
Spidey versus saying everyone's gonna get chucked.
Everyone's gonna. And of course, the ass kicking unicorn videos at mcecentral.com, as well as a wealth of information on collecting movies, video games, and all kinds of other geek shit, because that's what we like talking about. So thank you guys again. Catch us next week for another Geek Show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, guys, keep it marvelous.
And that's what's popping.
I was waiting for Seth to do that before I hit the broadcast off.
Well, my shoulder's gonna pop out of my arm after I finish. So.
Don't worry, you can pop it back in.
Let's all get the pop gods in before we go.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw the shield, and you're gonna hear it pop, and I'm gonna be like, "Pop God!"
Night, guys.